Today we're covering Commander Vesta's full story in Pokemon Unbreakable Ties. Her childhood in Lugano City, how she ends up working for the royal family, the turning point that pushes her toward betrayal, and the moment she pays for it with her life. Vesta was born in the poorest district of Lugano City. She lived with her single mother, Ruby, who did what she had to do to keep Vesta fed and alive. And because of how they lived, Vesta was judged for it her entire childhood. Kids bullied her for her red hair and eyes. People looked down on her family. But she still had one thing that made her feel safe: her mother. Then everything breaks. One day, after Vesta defended herself against a wealthy man's son, the police came to their home. And instead of protecting a child, they threatened her. Ruby took the blame to protect Vesta and was beaten by an officer over 100 times. She dies from her injuries, but not before telling Vesta one final thing: be a good person. And Vesta admits she forgot that lesson. After Ruby's death, Vesta is alone. No home, no protection, no future. She survives on the streets with only one partner at her side, her Salandit. She steals to live. She battles to live. She learns the one rule the city taught her: strength is the only way to survive. Eventually, Vesta becomes so strong she gets noticed. After defeating royal family guards easily, the royal family approaches her and offers survival on their terms. She's recruited to work under Majime, and that's the tragedy. Vesta didn't join because she loved the royal family. She joined because the world gave her two options: serve power and or be crushed by it. In the story, the first major time we meet Vesta is Relic Cave. She's inspecting a tombstone connected to the origins of Latios, and she's moments away from reading it when she's interrupted by the assistant of Alama. Oh, she defeats the assistant. Then Rodolfo shows up and battles her with Ditto. He loses. And after that, the protagonist defeats Vesta, but she still manages to translate the inscriptions. Later, she reappears at the Cardinal City Museum, interrogating the owner and the mayor. She even knocks down the mayor. The protagonist and Ida fight her and win again. And outside the museum, Majime twists the knife, revealing Henry sent Vesta because he expected her to fail, and Majime mocks her for it. This matters because it shows us something. Inside the royal family system, even the high commanders are disposable. Vesta's personality is harsh. She's frustrated, believes strength is everything, and she even claims to hate children. But the story keeps hinting there's more to her. She speaks to Rodolfo, telling him his life is more important than he realizes, and encouraging him to hold on to it. And this is where Vesta starts to shift, because she sees in these kids the same kind of life she had. During the raid on the Garden of Dreams, Vesta helps Yang Xiao fight Kaleo, then helps Yang Xiao escape. But Vesta is captured and thrown into a Kibia prison. And that prison arc is where she stops being a royal family tool and starts becoming a problem. With help from Darek, Vesta escapes. And she doesn't just run, she makes a decision. She goes on to rescue Latios and helps Edward escape too, recognizing that Edward matters in the fight to overthrow the royal family. During that escape, Majime confronts them, and Vesta beats her, and afterward the two talk. Vesta reflects on how Majime is similar to her, and Vesta reaffirms something huge. She trusts the protagonist and their friends to change Acadia. Then it happens. Vesta is captured again, specifically while buying time for Darek and Edward to escape. And this time, the royal family doesn't imprison her. They sentence her to execution. Harry personally orders Vesta's execution after her betrayal, and Archie is there too, watching, bored, urging his father to hurry up. But the execution is delayed, and that delay matters, because Vesta speaks. And according to the story, Vesta's final words reignite hope in the people, fueling resistance against the royal family. Beat. So the royal family tries to make an example out of her, and instead, they create a symbol. The execution sequence also sparks chaos. Ida interrupts with a speech and escapes. Brenda, furious, pursues and defeats Ida, but Edward intervenes and saves her before Brenda can take her in. So even after Vesta's death, her moment shakes the entire board. Rodolfo, who formed a bond with Vesta, is heartbroken. He runs away. The protagonist finds him at Vesta's grave, with her partner Salazzle still there. This is the part that hurts the most, because Vesta didn't get a redemption arc with applause. She got a grave, and one Pokemon that never left. Commander Vesta lived believing strength was the only thing that kept you alive, because that's what life taught her. But in the end, she chooses something else. Sacrifice, defiance, and the hope that Akebia can change. The royal family killed her body, but her final words did something they didn't expect. They started a fire.